Are there actually more Chris? I don't really remember many more Chris's.
Same here.
They don't really come to head. But anyways, in the guise of that's pretty much the wrong sentence. But anyways, with the whole question of who sides, just saying because you don't know is better than choosing because it's an actor. That's for sure.
You kind of want to know how the character is, not just because of the actor, but who Iron Man really is and who Captain America really is. You need to look at that.
Yeah.
The way he is or she is, well, here both are he. So the only thing is there's one quote I really like in the trailer, and that is that where Captain America says, "I have no choice. He's a friend of mine."
Yes.
And Iron Man is so like, "So was I." And I was like, "Oh my god!" I mean, Iron Man just defriended Captain America.
Yeah, pretty much. I know that storyline is a pretty screwed up storyline in and of itself, because it really is a war between heroes at that point.
Yep.
And well, in entire honesty, Iron Man would do a lot of despicable things to win. And I think he loses in the end, but I'm not entirely sure, so I might spoil it for people, I might not spoil it, but I think he does lose, but I'm not entirely sure. Because eventually people change sides, because we know that already. Spider-Man, for instance.
Yeah, Spider-Man is first for Iron Man, if I remember correctly.
He joins Iron Man at first because he took things like people should know who these heroes are, because of the same reasons. You can actually yell at them when they do something wrong, because you know who they are. But eventually he changes because of, I'm not entirely sure why, but he changes.
He's like, okay, what Iron Man is doing is not the best idea, so I guess I would just join Captain America. I think it's like that. But we haven't seen any Spider-Man action yet in the beautiful trailer, so...
No, I I heard that, yeah, or I read that there hasn't been... that he hasn't been in it. I heard a lot of people are not happy with it.
No, I've heard it as well. I'm like, I don't care, I mean... I want to see it as a surprise, because we've seen Ant-Man in the trailer, if I was correct. We've seen Black Panther in the trailer, with Hawkeye, Black Widow, Captain America, of course, Iron Man, Bucky.
Oh, it's also going to be fun, by the way, because Black Widow and Hawkeye are both at different teams as well. They are fighting each other as well.
Yes, maybe they are.
As far as I know, they do. As far as I know...
I could expect that, especially Hawkeye would choose for Captain America, because if you've watched Age of Ultron, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you see there that Iron Man is just going his own way, and Hawkeye was like, nope, 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 nope. I don't like that. Stop what you're doing, Iron Man, right now. So that's. Yeah. So that he's choosing for Captain America is pretty obvious.
Well, just take into account that in the movie he already shows that he is hiding a part of his life from everyone, and he doesn't want that out in field, pretty much. And he chooses Captain America, of course, and Black Widow chooses Iron Man.
Yeah.
She does want everyone to know who the heroes are. Which is going to be interesting, because those two are best friends.
Yeah, Hawkeye and Black Widow. Yep. And I was talking about this a little bit with one of my friends as well. I still want to see a movie between Hawkeye and Black Widow, with those two together in the fight of Bucharest.
Yeah, where they first.
Budapest.
Yeah, where they first really. Joined up something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see, but I think many people don't see them as the awesome heroes, because they don't really have powers. They are just two humans with extraordinary abilities, one for archery, one for stealth.
Yep. That's pretty awesome.
They are pretty cool. I think they are as well, like Captain America, pretty relatable because they are just humans. They are there.
Yep.
They have just certain powers. That's what they do. Or they
Yep.
have certain abilities, and that's what they do. And that's a lot more relatable than a Thor that just jumps out of the sky and says, "Hey, look at me, I'm Thor.
I am like the god of thunder."
Yeah, I am the god of thunder, and screw you." You know, they don't do that because they can't, and that's more relatable. But it would be interesting to see that because you don't truly see it in the Avengers movies that they are in fact best friends, which is a shame. You know that it's interesting to see what made that happen. You know, why are they best friends? Why is he naming his child after her? You know, why? Yep. And that's pretty interesting to actually happen. So I'm all for it. I want to see that too. Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna because in timeline wise it should already have happened, and they're only going forward in time. Marvel right now. So.
Yep. True that. Right now they are going forward instead of backwards.
Yeah, because I think the next one after this.
Doctor Strange is coming after Civil War.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange is somewhere next year, December or November, one of those two.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if there was only one after that. I think they are slowly going towards Ragnarok. I think Ragnarok is the really big one next time.
The next one, yeah, but Ragnarok is somewhere 2018.
Yeah, I know, but they do one every year pretty much.
Yep.
I think Ragnarok is the next quote unquote big one from the big heroes.
We still have Doctor Strange coming next year, and if I'm correct, I can be wrong, but I think that Avengers Infinity War Part 1 will be in 2017.
I don't know. I'm not entirely sure.
I did look it up Tuesday.
Yeah.
But I already forgot.
I'm trying to figure out because Infinity Wars requires all the Infinity Stones to be found already, and there are still 2 out there that they have not found, or at least have not been shown.
At least the one that is in the forehead of Vision, of course.
Yeah, Thor had his Vision.
Spoilers, by the way. There are some spoilers. You need to watch Age of Ultron for that.
Yeah, well, you never get to see the Vision, so.
Yep.
Go watch it. Stop this video right now. Go watch it.
Sorry
about the first couple of spoilers. Yeah, well, sorry for the streamers. You can't really pause it and watch it. But you can pause it, but you won't be able to see us after it. Go check YouTube then.
Yep.
It's somewhere in our description. But
but besides that,
yeah, his Vision. He has seen every one of them. We don't get to see the Vision. We know if Marvel has said already that Thor also in his Vision has seen not the Avengers, but
Ragnarok.
He just talked about
his
him.
Vision. He saw Ragnarok happening.
Yeah, he also saw the Infinity Stones. He saw.
Did he? Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, there was data confirmed. He saw the Guardians of the Galaxy as well in his Vision. That's why he knows about all the Infinity Stones being found. He knows about the Infinity Stone that the Guardians found. He knows about Infinity Stones found on Earth. He, of course, knows about the one that was used by Malekith in his own movie, in the Dark World, because, of course, he was there. It was his own movie. Then we've got the one in the Staff, which was a stone. You've got the Tesseract.
We've got the Tesseract, of course, yeah.
Which was a stone. Got one in Guardians. So we've got 4 stones now, and I think there's one more stone still coming. And I think that one will be in Ragnarok.
Okay.
Because I think that is what fuels the power for the Ragnarok to happen. But I'm not entirely sure because I've never read Thor.
I've read one comic of him, but it was not about Infinity Stones.
No.
It was something else.
Yeah, so.
I would like to see the movie of that one, by the way. Pretty awesome. You have 3 Thors there.
Yeah, I think a lot of comic books would have a nice arc for a story or for a movie, but I'd imagine you would have about 16 or 60 different movies then.
Yeah.
Which in the end possibly could become boring. but there are definitely some storylines that they could show still. But I might imagine that's in Ragnarok, or maybe in Guardians of Galaxy 2, actually. And I'm not. Were there 5 Infinity Stones? No, I'm not entirely sure. There might be 6. Sorry that I stopped there. I'm just picking up my phone, checking if there are multiple Infinity Stones. Infinity Stones. Here we go. There are 6 stones. Yeah. There are 6 Infinity Stones. So I think that's Ragnarok and Guardians of Galaxy 2, where they're going to have the last 2 Infinity Stones happen. And then might be that the 2017 movie might be Guardians of the Galaxy 2 then. And yep. I'm not entirely sure. I can't really search for it now. I will check it out next time. But I think it might be Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and then Ragnarok. And then we will have Infinity Wars, where all the stones, of course, will be found together by Thanos and be used in his Infinity Gauntlet, which would then, I'd imagine, that movie would have all the heroes, because everyone fights them in that war against Thanos.
Yeah. I did search it up, so let me check it out again. Marvel upcoming movies. Alright, so I will even stop the game for now for this shit. So,
oh crap.
Crap.
Now I'm going to pull ahead. I can't stop because this is going to go into the episode, so...
yeah, you can't stop. Upcoming more Marvel movies, Phase 2 and Phase 3, title list and release dates. Phase 3, 2016, we have Captain America Civil War. May 6, 2016. Then we have Doctor Strange. November the 4th. Then we get 2017. We will have Guardians of the Galaxy 2. That's May 5th. Untitled Spider-Man. So Spider-Man will be coming back in 2017.
Okay, yes.
Then in 2017 we will have Ragnarok.
Okay. Well, I'm still correct for now. So
yeah, for now you're still correct. 2018 we will have Black Panther.
Yeah.
Then we have Avengers Infinity War Part 1.
Yeah.
So I guess then we will have the upcoming build up for Infinity War, because Black Panther will be there, Thor of course, Spider-Man, Star-Lord, I guess, Doctor Strange, everyone and everything.
I think everyone is going to be in there because the war is that expensive.
Yep. Then after Infinity War Part 1, we will have Ant-Man and the Wasp. Then we get 2019, we will have Captain Marvel. And Avengers Infinity War Part 2 will be in 2019 and Inhumans, and that's it.
Yeah, I'd imagine that the Wasp and what was the other one you said? You had Ant-Man versus the Wasp and...
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah, which was the other one you said? Oh yeah, Captain Marvel. I think they will be in Part 2 then, because Captain Marvel, I think, eventually also joins the Avengers for a while.
I think so, yeah. I have no clue who Captain Marvel is. Never read it. I know that he exists, but that's it.
Yeah, Captain Marvel is pretty much, as far as I know, the reaction to Shazam in DC, so...
Ah, beautiful, alright.
Yeah, the DC Marvel fight was always pretty fun, but pretty much all of them are the same heroes. Spoiler alert. But yeah, it's I think they're going to be in there in the second one then, in the second part. But I do think I was really getting annoyed with every movie having part 1 and part 2, but I do think with Infinity Wars
they have to do it.
It's probably a good thing. You can put in so much more all of a sudden in that whole war, more heroes, you know, which is always a good thing.
And we also, if you're talking about DC anyway as well, there will be a Justice League Part 1 and 2.
Will there be?
Yeah. Justice League is with Wonder Woman and Batman, of course, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And I mean
Yes,
Superman.
Spider-Man did the Justice League.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. I hope that I did not offend everyone. Um, I mean, Superman and Aquaman will be there, but I have no clue where the story will be about. So don't
Yeah,
ask
that's a
me that.
good question because Justice they haven't really had the same build-up. The DC tried it. You know, there are a couple of movies still being produced, but not nearly as many as Marvel is doing.
True. They are. It's hard because I know that there's coming a new Batman movie as well.
Yeah.
Besides Batman vs Superman.
Yes.
So we will see Ben Affleck back in the action again. And I think that he will do a great job, to be honest, as Batman.
Okay.
I think he's going to do a good job.
But I have not seen the first Batman vs Superman. Was there already a Batman vs Superman, or is this the first one?
This is going to be the first one.
Okay, then he has not been able to show how he is as Batman now. I'm not sure.
This Batman vs Superman will be the first Batman movie with Ben Affleck.
Yeah, with Affleck, yeah. It's I'm not sure, but then again, a lot of people were not sure about Christian Bale as Batman either. So
they always so freaking wrong when it comes to DC because everyone's like, nah, Heath Ledger won't do the job as the Joker, and see what.
and everybody loved him. Everybody is now
Everybody
thinking
loved
that
him,
Jared Leto can't do it.
Yeah, everyone's complaining about Jared Leto. Mark my words, he's going to do a good job as well. And if not, I
I'm not
will
gonna
pull
doubt
this
it.
verse back.
Sorry?
If he's not going to do a great job, I will. I haven't said anything then, okay?
Alright. But yeah, it's just waiting for what Ben Affleck actually does with it.
Yep.
But on the other hand, DC came in it a little bit too late with the movies. Marvel is already very busy. And
Yes, they are.
I'm not sure if DC can put up a great fight. They might, but they might could have started better. You know, if they already are throwing out Justice League now, they should have built up the same way Marvel did. Like, here you have a movie about Superman, here you have a movie about Batman. They all coalesce a little bit with one another. Here you have a movie about Wonder Woman, or almost wanted to call her Wonder Man. Here you have a movie about Aquaman. You know, and I know they have a couple of them done, but I don't think they are really connected with one another.
They are busy filming the movie for Aquaman right now.
I think
Same guy that's playing Khal
Drogo
in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, which is a weird one, by the way, because everybody thinks Aquaman is this silly little guy, and then you just put in this buff dude. Like, yeah, sure.
Why not? So I wonder which story they're going to.
I'm not sure. I'm not really very well versed in DC stuff, so I don't know that much about it. I know a little bit of Batman, a little bit of his villains. I know a little bit of Superman and his overpowered bullshit.
Fair enough.
I don't really know that much about DC, but what I do know is that if they want to really compete, they need to do it a little bit differently than what they're doing now. And yeah, I guess that's just the thing. You don't know what truly to do, because they you know, just having in Justice League, that's totally different. Having Justice League suddenly show up with no backstory, pretty much. In other movies,
we got how do we call it? Blur. I can't find the words. We will get another Superman movie, Man of Steel 2.
Yes. Maybe they could still fix it then, I guess. If they have enough, if they do enough with it, but they have to make more heroes. Because I think Marvel had Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, the Hulk, And was there another one they used before they put out Avengers?
Thor, Iron Man 1 and 2, Captain America 1,
And
Hulk,
Incredible
that's
Hulk.
it.
Yeah,
And the
they
Incredible
could
Hulk,
do it
that's
with
it.
4 then, I guess, because others also, because Marvel did it with 4. But they need, I think if they don't connect them, it will
Well, the thing is,
fail.
Justice League 1 will be in 2000 something, 2018 as well, something like that.
Yeah,
So
they
before
have the
that,
time.
we will. They have the time. Before that, we have Batman vs Superman. We have the Suicide Squad. I think that they might be able to. Yeah.
I don't think they have to connect that one, because that's just pretty much villains.
True that.
So,
That's right.
I don't know. If they do it a little bit the same way, of course people will tell them that they ripped it off. But
Yeah.
that's probably everyone that's a fan of Marvel. The fans of DC will probably be like, oh, this is pretty awesome. Because they
Yep.
don't watch the Marvel movies, which is what they should focus on, because, you know, you want to have your fans around.
Yep.
And I think they could do it that way, because then you get the same story, like, alright, you know, you have the story here in Batman, but here is a little link towards Aquaman, you know? And then having them suddenly meet up in Justice League makes a lot more sense, you know, because they are already connected with one another, which is what the Justice League is about, because they are connected with one another. You know, Batman knows about Superman, Batman knows about Wonder Woman, and Superman knows about Wonder Woman, you know, those
Everyone
things.
knows
And
about everyone.
yeah, you know, they know about one another, but if you don't show that in your movies, especially in DC movies, where it shows pretty early that they know one another, you're gonna have a hard time having other people actually enjoy your movie, because, you know,
Yep.
people that watch the Marvel movies enjoy the Marvel movies because they don't have to read every comic. They get it from the movies, you know, you
Yep.
get from the movies that Iron Man is a dick, you get from the movies that
True
he
that.
and Captain America are a bit on edge with one another.
Yep.
And, you know,
Since Age of
that's,
Ultron as well, by the way. Since
yeah,
Age
see
of
Age of
Ultron,
Ultron.
they are already like, I don't know yet. I don't know if I really like you.
Yeah, they already are showing the future of it, and that's in every movie has been
Yep.
that way. In At the end of the first Iron Man, not entirely sure. They had the scene that in Texas they found Mjolnir,
Yep.
which already showed for the first Thor movie.
For first Thor movie, indeed.
And that's those kind of little Easter eggs are what's going to drive people to watch it. The fact that in Thor: The Dark World they referenced um, the Avengers, that Thor first said to whatever Natalie Portman's character is called, uh, that he said to her, "I can't come back that easily," and then suddenly shows up in New York, and then
Yep.
she references it in Dark World and says like, "I saw you in New York." What? That is interesting. And that's probably what DC needs to do as well, because otherwise people are just going to be like, yeah, I don't know these characters, why would they help one another? We've never seen them anywhere near one another. Just have in the background Batman researching Aquaman. Could be enough, you know, like there is your
Yep.
link. You know,
That's
he is
enough. That will be
researching
enough,
Aquaman.
indeed.
Or have Aquaman, you know, read up something about Superman, you know, saving whatever his city is called. I don't know, but just do something. I think that's what they need to do. Otherwise, they will fail against against Marvel before they even start.
Yeah.
And
And
that would
to
be